What's good, man? It's your boy DT3, man, and I'm back at you with another video, man. New media, notification gang, God Squad. That's what it is, man. I just gotta make this PSA to the world. And I've been seeing it all over Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and as a YouTuber with a platform, I'm just gonna speak on it. And this doesn't have anything to do with what I usually talk about on my platform, but I'm just gonna say it. We've all been victimized. All of us. Black people, white people, police, everybody. Given all the events that has happened recently, we've all been victimized. But it's not about just being victimized. It's how you rise to the occasion after you've been victimized. Now, a few people might have an issue with it, saying that the police aren't victimized, blah, 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 blah. They're the reason. They're the ones that's creating the victims and all that. And I understand that. I get where you're coming from with that. But let me play the devil's advocate. Because defunding the police is not going to solve the problem. It's just going to create another one. Okay? What these bad cops are doing is making it harder for the good cops. What these bad precincts are doing, because it's not just one or two bad cops out of this particular precinct. It's more likely probably the whole precinct is probably bad. So these bad police precincts is making it look bad for the good precincts. Okay? The bad security guard, Mark Zimmerman, yeah. You make us good security guards, myself, you make us look bad. Okay? To the people that have been victimized by the police, you know, you guys out here sitting there using their pain to justify your ignorance, to basically vandalize and riot community businesses. You using the pain of other people to justify you wanting to loot and rob and pillage in the community. That's not what this is about. You people that are using Black Lives Matter as a means to justify your ignorance, to violate and harm other white people, you're wrong. You all wrong. All of you. Who is really wrong in all this is the media. From Fox News to CNN to MSNBC, all of y'all are wrong. Let me tell you something. If you are pro-Trump, oh, you watching Fox News all day long. You want to hear all of the Trump support and all that? Watch Fox News. If you pro-Biden and you against Trump, watch CNN. None of them are reporting real news. It's really all on what political party you support. If you watch anything but Fox News, you're not watching real news. It's all fake news. CNN been out for decades before Trump got in office. Now all of a sudden, CNN is pretty much finding any little dirt they can find against Donald Trump. Now all of a sudden, it's fake news. Fake news. Now Fox News is the real news. Honestly, ain't none of that shit news. It's just gossip. Political gossip. That's all it is. But all this is nothing but victimizing the real shit that's going on. Real talk. The good cops are being victimized because of what the bad cops are doing. The good cops are getting rocks thrown at them. They're getting spit on. They're getting disrespected. Even the black cops that are good are getting called the N-word, getting called niggers and all that type of shit. Let me tell you some real shit right here. We need to stop making this a black and white issue, because let's be real. The poster boys for police brutality is black people. Now, are the police just brutalizing black people? No, the fuck they not. They're brutalizing white people, black people, Mexicans, Asians, all that in this country. So you know what the police are doing? They're brutalizing Americans, their own people. That's what this is. It's not no longer a black and white issue for real, for real. It's really an American issue, but they want to make it a black and white issue to keep division instead of making it an American issue. And with the Black Lives Matter and All Lives Matter and all that shit going on, it continuously creates separation within this country. Because you got white people telling other black people that are talking to African American cops that are actually cool. They really asking them, what do you think about this situation with George Floyd? Or what do you think about what's going on with police brutality? And these cops are actually engaging in conversation with these civilians that are doing a peaceful protest. Then you have white people, these white people that are claimed to be with Black Lives Matter, are telling other black people, don't talk to him. I find that very disturbing. If we could find a way to make peace with the police, I think we should do it. Rioting, fighting with the not cool. What's going on in Portland, 60 days of riots and unnecessary protest, not cool. That's not affecting change. That is not an effective change. That is not nothing that's finna make the country better. Destroying property is not finna make a good change for this country at all. Tell y'all something. If we, and let's say a white person and a black person are in another country, okay? In our country of America, we have a black and white issue. Because that's all this is. This police brutality is a black and white issue. I need y'all to get that. What's going on in this country is a black and white issue. When it's really not. What's going on in this country is an American issue. If we sit back and look, if we were to go to another country, for whatever reason, if I'm black and I'm with a white guy, let me tell you something. Whatever country we in, don't matter what country we are in, the moment me and this other person open our mouths, the people that are local to that country, that are from there, they're not going to call me the black man. They're not going to call me an African American. They're not going to call the white guy a white man or a white American. They're going to call us both Americans. They're going to call us both Americans. They're going to see us both as Americans. Do you get what I'm telling y'all? This is not a black and white issue. It's an American issue. But because the system is so geared to create black and white tension, they're going to make it a black and white issue through using the media. It's not a black and white issue because the police are not brutalizing just black people. They're brutalizing white people, Mexicans, and Asian. It's an American issue. When we come together and say, hold up, they're not just killing black people, they're killing white people. Wait. Y'all killing Americans. Y'all killing your own people. And you know how y'all steer away from the police murdering black people? Well, black people murder black people all the time. Look at all that black on black crime. Let me tell you something. And ain't near one of y'all police officers that's saying that really in these areas really trying to stop this black on black crime, which I believe does not really exist. Because when you have these white serial killers who are murdering and raping white people, y'all not saying white on white crime. Y'all calling this dude a serial killer. But if we got a gang member who's just killing other gang members, y'all gonna say black on black crime. He ain't a serial killer. He ain't a serial killer. He is a gang member and he's promoting black on black crime. But if it's a white dude that's going in these neighborhoods, these white neighborhoods, and he's basically preying on women, children, or just killing other white people, he's just a serial killer. It's not white on white crime. But if a black person do it, it's black on black crime. That's why I have an issue and say black on black crime don't exist. Also, you are going to commit crimes against the people that are in your local area. So if you live in a predominantly white neighborhood and you white, who you gonna commit crimes against? White people. If you are black and you live in an area where it's mostly black people, who you finna be committing most of your crimes against? Black people. I see it in multicultural neighborhoods. If you are a black person and you're living in a predominantly white neighborhood, guess who you finna be? You're not finna go to the black neighborhood to commit crime. You're going to commit whatever crime in that area. I've seen it my whole life. Very rarely do people go outside their neighborhood to commit crimes. Very rarely do I see that. Very rarely when I was growing up did I see and hear people say, hey, I'm finna go to the hills and rob these niggas. I'm finna go to the hills and hit these houses. They don't do that. They literally do shit in their local neighborhoods. Real talk. But like I said, man, the issues we having in America is bigger than a black and white issue. It's an American issue. And when you people that are saying that it's a black and white issue, Black Lives Matter, all lives matter, when you realize that all lives matter is just a direct response and rebuttal for Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter was created because black people was just tired of being the poster boys of police brutality. So, and they felt that the way the media was projecting it was like, well, shit, we don't even fucking matter. They quick to just show the police killing us like we don't matter. So there, hence we have Black Lives Matter. Then all of a sudden you get all lives matter. When you pump bitches that put out all lives matter ain't really doing shit to help nothing. I don't see y'all peacefully protesting about all lives. I just see y'all coming out when Black Lives Matter come out. That's when you motherfuckers want to pop up and start talking y'all shit. So y'all don't really care about all lives, really. Y'all just care about shitting on Black Lives Matter. And I say this to shit with on Black Lives Matter is before I understood where I was coming from. Now you got people are brutalizing other people and putting and saying right after they brutalizing white people saying Black Lives Matter. And I have not seen none of you motherfuckers from Black Lives Matter come forth to basically do something about the people that are representing your organization. Or they're doing illegal acts, and after they do these illegal acts, they're repping Black Lives Matter to basically saying like they support what I just did, and you ain't coming forth to basically put a cease to that. That's what I have a problem with Black Lives Matter. But it's an American issue. The police are killing Americans, black, white, Asian, all of them alike. And when we stop this black and white issue, this black and brown issue, this white and brown issue, and realize that at the end of the day, we are all Americans and the police are killing Americans, and we need to stand as Americans aside from Black Lives, all that. That's its own little issue in itself. We need to stand together. One unit, one people, one American nation. I get it. I'm reaching. It's far-fetched. But at least I'm going to put it out there so somebody can say that somebody said something. Because a lot of y'all ain't really saying no real truth. A lot of y'all. A lot of y'all just on some bullshit. Either you on the All Lives Matter or the Black Lives Matter. You for Biden or you for Trump. There is no in between. It's either one or the other. And I'm going to tell you, both of them got wrong shit going on. From Biden, Trump, Black Lives Matter, All Lives Matter, all of them got something fucking wrong with them. And if you can't see that, something wrong with you. Okay? Period. Period, point blank. It's an American issue, y'all. Join the resistance, man. 100.